and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and or my kids' favorite book stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you a story, A Surprise for Thumper. Thumper woke up early one morning. Daisy, Trixie, Rhea and Tessie were slowly waking up, but Thumper was ready to play. As he looked around the forest, he saw a beautiful butterfly. He watched as the butterfly flew around. It fluttered right by his fluffy white tail. Thumper decided to follow the butterfly to see where it went. He hopped through the wildflowers and springy green grass. The butterfly was pretty. Thumper wondered where it was going and what it was doing on that sunny day. The butterfly led Thumper to the river. He said hi to his friend the beaver, who was just starting his day. He was enjoying breakfast and getting ready for a morning swim. Thumper jumped along the smooth gray rocks in the river. They felt cool beneath his paws, and he was having a lot of fun skipping from rock to rock, following the butterfly. The butterfly seemed to be flying in circles. Thumper ended up back where he had started. It was flying through the forest and near a log close to Thumper's home. As he was about to hop through the log to catch up on the butterfly, Thumper noticed that his sisters were awake and they were hopping toward him. Thumper was excited to see his sisters. He had a different game they could play. "Let's play hide and seek," Thumper suggested. "Yay!" said Tessie. She loved to play games with her siblings. Thumper put his paw up against a tree trunk and closed his eyes. He began to count. 1, 2, 3. His sisters hopped in all directions, looking for their hiding spots. 9, 10. "Ready or not, here I come," Thumper shouted. He hopped off to find his sisters. Thumper loved to be the seeker, and he thought he was pretty good at it. He was sure he had found one of his sisters. He hopped to a bush he thought would be a good hiding spot. But it turned out to be just a pile of rocks inside the bush. Thumper found a trail of berries. He followed it as far as he could. It led him right to a bush. He knew one bunny would love berries more than most, his sister Trixie. He pushed aside some of the branches, but he could not find Trixie. She was giggling behind another bush, happy she had fooled her brother. Thumper kept seeking. He hopped up to the river and rushing waterfall. He wondered if Tessie, his younger sister, was hiding behind the waterfall. She was very little, so she could slip behind it. But when he looked, Tessie was not there. She was hiding behind a small rock and reeds, but Thumper did not see her. Thumper made his way to the clover patches and the big rocks. Those were great hiding places. He was sure his sisters were there somewhere. Maybe Rhea had covered herself in clovers to blend in. Thumper hopped over to the patch and pushed through the clovers. But there were no bunnies in the clovers. He gave up on the clovers and kept on his way. He was sure he could find at least one of his sisters. He had an idea. Daisy loved flowers. Maybe she was hiding in the wildflowers in the meadow. Thumper knew Daisy loved all the colors and the smells of the flowers. Surely she had made herself comfortable there. But again, Thumper couldn't find his sister. Thumper was stumped. The only bunny he could find was himself. Meanwhile, his sisters had hatched a plan. They were moving to their next hiding spot. One by one, they jumped into the tree stump right behind Thumper. They were careful to be quiet so Thumper wouldn't hear them. But Rhea landed with a thunk. Thumper thought he heard something. He was sure he could see bunny ears sticking up from the hollow tree stump. He hopped over and stood up on a rock to get a better look. And there were his sisters. They had fooled Thumper for so long. All four of them giggled. They were having so much fun playing hide and seek that morning. Thumper laughed too. It was a very fun game. Now it was Thumper's turn to hide. The end. I hope you enjoyed listening to the story A Surprise for Thumper. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!